Good evening everybody. Today we are the students of class 11 and we have gathered here to discuss on A.J. Cronin's story Birth. On my right I have Ishani and Pornali, and on my left I have Utsav and myself, Riddhi Brata Shah, your anchor for tonight. Without wasting any further time, we would like to directly pursue our conversation. I would start with the very word of the day, birth. And I would like to ask Pornali first, how does birth appeal to her? Pornali, how does birth appeal to you as a word and as in life?
Birth is just what we all know is giving birth to a baby is a birth. But with reference to a story, here birth is something giving rebirth. Mother gives a birth to a baby which is lifeless, and the doctor strikes along to give it a rebirth. This is certainly feels me.
Okay, so you are trying here to differentiate between the word birth and rebirth. Very nice way of seeing it. How do you think rebirth, as we see in the story, is different from the birth that we see in general?
See, birth is just a thing that once come from a real world to the world which we see now. Okay, but rebirth, when a baby is born, then when the doctor sees it, it's lifeless, but it can be still. We can here they can have a chance of getting again a life in the baby. So in that case, rebirth, the doctor which does is the rebirth which he is giving to the baby, because the child is already alive, but it's only lifeless. It can come to life with some of the effort of the doctor. So this is from my point of view is rebirth.
So Ishani, would you like to tell me how the doctor is taking over the role of a mother that we see in general?
Well, in general, we tend to associate the word birth as my colleagues here they pointed out quite well. We tend to associate the word birth with mothers, with women in general. Saying they have the power to give life, to bring life, to give life. In this case, the mother gives birth to a stillborn, a child, as correctly pointed out, which is lifeless. And again in the story, the doctor brings to life that child, literally gives life to that child. He brings into life something that was inanimate. So here he takes over the role of mother.
So he's adding some color to the life of the otherwise colorless baby. However, in the story we see that Andrew initially feels very listless and dull. By the time we reach the end of the story, we see he is oblivious to every other work that he has for that day and the next, and he's preoccupied with Susan Morgan's delivery. Pornali, would you like to tell us how this change took place? What do you think induced this change?
He is a human being, and with the pain of that Joe Morgan's wife, he is transformed with his own emotions and pain. He felt that something, what should I say?
You mean empathy? We are not really using sympathy. Empathy. He's feeling the same thing that the mother is feeling right now, or the family members. Okay. So you're trying to say that at that moment he connects with the
mother's pain.
With the mother's pain, with the mother's loss of life. So, Utsav, how do you think that feeling of empathy differentiates the doctor from every other normal person?
See, every other normal person, what they are feeling, and the feeling which a mother is feeling at the time of that delivery is poles apart. So the doctor, when he's taking his surgery, and he has to also feel the pain of the mother, because the doctor is just giving a life to a child. life to a child. So when the child is safely delivered, then the doctor feel the most. That I think the doctor will be the most happiest person at that time, at that point of time in this world, because he has made a successful delivery. So I think here the doctor feels the same as the mother, as because uh, he's a human, and he can understand the feeling of her and himself also.
So he is undergoing an exertion himself. Ishani, how do you think, why do you think Andrew's exertions came up in the scene? Do you think it was solely because he had promised Joe to take care and be good, or was it because at that hour he felt giving help to that lady was of urgent need? Or do you think it was because he was studying medical to become a doctor and he was fresh out of the school, and failure of this patient would mean failure on his part? What do you think?
Well, the entire story, I would like to say, boils down to just one fact, that as human beings, there's a tie, there's a bond that connects us. And to your question, this is the answer. As human beings, there's an invisible bond that connects us all. So when this doctor, he saw the lady in pain, he felt that pain tugging at his heartstrings too. He felt the pain. He felt the empathy that came to him, and that is the reason why he was that was the reason of his behind his exertions. That was the sole purpose, because he felt it too.
If the mother was conscious at that moment, she wouldn't have given up on the baby. However, she was unconscious, and we see over here Andrew trying without any pause to bring the baby back to life, even when everybody was saying it was stillborn, using a medical term. Pornali, why do you think he was doing so?
Because he thinks that the baby may be stillborn, but he has some life in it, and he tried to put some life in it. By his full effort, he gave life to it, and
So, and he brought back the child from the claws of death.
Then I would like to make a
Yeah,
point
sure.
here too. No one would like to witness a death in
Definitely.
front of their eyes. No one would like to see someone die.
More so of a baby.
Exactly, and give up hope on anything. And Andrew was no different. Andrew was no exception. He didn't want to let it die. He didn't want to lose hope.
So we see that Andrew over here is playing the role of a savior, or someone who rescues you or removes from your life any kind of depression. So should I say that Andrew was a friend? Would you agree with me if I say Andrew was a friend, or would you agree more with me if I say that Andrew was a life savior? Utsav?
I would say that Andrew was a life savior, because at that time in the operation theatre, there was everybody was given hope that the baby was dead, but Andrew was the only person who was thinking that it can be
Brought back to life.
get back to life. So I think Andrew is here is a life savior, because he gives back to life a baby, a small baby. So
And why not a friend? Why not a friend? Why do you not focus on that?
a friend, because a friend is one who stands beside you in any difficult time of yours. But here, the difficult time is that the baby is dead and he has to get back it in life. So, so I think he's a lifesaver in this process.
So what you are trying to say is a friend will be there witnessing your depressions, but a life savior is solely there in order to remove the depression. We can say it in that way. So so we can say that Andrew is a carrier of harmony. We can very well claim that, can we, Ishani?
Yeah, we definitely can do that. I mean, yeah, his role in the story points out solely to that. He, as you were like differentiating between a friend and a life savior. Yeah, it was definitely that, because he's a carrier of harmony. He might not be called a friend to Joe Morgan because he has not been through all of his difficult
Good
times,
times,
trials
yeah.
and tribulations, or even the good times. He has been there through just one trial. He's saved the baby, and at the end we see he just goes back. He moves away. He disappears. So that's how he's a life savior, a carrier of harmony. When harmony is restored, he just vanishes.
Exactly. He vanishes in silence, though we see in the story that towards the end he is more baffled than overjoyed or surprised. So, Andrew's reaction to the baby's revival was more of a bafflement than ecstasy. So, why do you think Utsav it was so?
Because I think Andrew has realized that he has done something real in life. Because getting back life to getting back a baby life is not a matter of joke. It was a real tough time he had faced. So I think after all the incident he has the difficulties he's passed through, I think he would be really baffled because he couldn't believe that he could do so. And getting back in this because it was speechless. Rather, it was speechless in one word. So that's why he left with the silence from there because he couldn't say anything after that time.
So, I would. This is an open question for all. For Nani, I will start with you. If we imagine you for 30 seconds to be Andrew, what would your reaction be when the baby would come back to life?
My reaction will be a bit of what can I say?
So there you are speechless when a baby is coming back to life. Let's see what Ishani has to hear about it.
I would be like, wow, I gave life. I mean, you are happy when you are actually able to believe something, but if I were in that situation, I wouldn't be able to believe I did something that great.
That great.
And when I'm like, there are moments when you are speechless just because you cannot believe you did something so marvelous. That would be my condition too.
Would it be the same for you, sir?
See, in my case, I would be really shocked with big eyes open, and and the word is I would be speechless because I done something which I could never forget in my life because giving a life to another living being. So I would be just speechless.
It would
Just-
be a lifetime experience.
Yeah, it would be a
Wow.
lifetime.
And it would last for a lifetime.
Lifetime.
Definitely, it would be the same for me if I were in the question. And so we really see that Andrew in the story plays a very, very important role. He takes over the role of the mother. He gives life to a baby who is lifeless. I wouldn't say dead, but lifeless. Again, he also plays the role of a life savior over here because he saves Susan Morgan, wife of Joe Morgan, as well. And then he leaves in silence, filled with awe in his own self. And this story in all pulls the strings of our heart because at the end of the day we all are connected to the other person by some invisible strings that stretches long ways, forgetting every distance and forgetting every geographical measure. And definitely that string is what brings us out from depression at the times of darkest hours, because even when even when we say that we all are alone in this world, we are together in that too. This was class 11 presenting before you the story of birth. Thank you and have a good evening.